So I want to close with your insistence to hell with this world. We gonna live. What makes that declaration more than a slogan? What makes it hope in practice? And what does living require in that sense?
Yeah, so this is the major thing that's kind of structured my thinking for a while. And a lot of times when we talk about is like when we're talking about anti-blackness in the political world, we're talking about, and even like even on an ontological level, we're talking about anti-black world making, right? It's this understanding that we are always building something. We are always organized towards some end. We're always reproducing something with where our energies are being funneled into. What are we reproducing right now? We're reproducing a world that is built on the oppression of colonized peoples, of black bodies, of gendered, you feel me, gendered people who gender hierarchies are structured against, right? We're against disabled people, all these different things. We are in a world where we're organized towards reproducing the systems that harm humanity. We are organized towards the destruction of the planet, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? We're organized towards not being able to even think for ourselves because of how much we end up buying into certain things that are popping up, right? We are organized towards reproducing what many could call hell. You know what I mean? This is a hell that we're living in, right? Now, the question for us is what do we do within it, right? We understand that we're reproducing it. We understand that we're the firewood within the hell. We understand that at every moment, while we're sitting in this and while we're not struggling to get out of it, we're in a spot where we are reproducing it. But we also understand that this world, right? This world can only exist as this. Right? This world can only be hell. This world can only be that. So what is it incumbent on us to do? Instead of saying, let's unhell hell, no. The world can only be that. To hell with it. Let it be. Let it be what it is, right? And leave it. Do the work necessary to break away from it, to build something else, to literally leave it as what it is and leave it behind, right? Look the other way, do what you got to do, you know? And that's the big thing about
Yeah,
to hell with this world. And then when I say we're going to live, right?
yeah,
The point that we're going to live is because, well, what are we doing? We're living, dying. We're walking dead. The world is structured on our ongoing death, right? So when I'm saying that, it's like, no, if we want to live, what we have to do is say to hell with this world, build something else, create the conditions under which we can live. We can live in a way that's not structured against our very being, against our life, that is structured to make us die, literally, right? And if we create the conditions in a new world, right, for us to live in that way, then that assertion, we will live, will have been fulfilled. You know what I mean? And that's the bigger thing of that. And that's why it's such a vital slogan because it puts all that in such plain terms. You know what I mean?